Hello guys, welcome to my channel again, and in this video I'll be showing how I retouch and color grade these portraits with two different skin tones. Before I go further, I would like to explain some tips on how to shoot portraits with two different skin tones. First of all, make sure you're using a high aperture, say from 7 points upward, or if you're going to use a lower aperture, let's say around 2.8. That means you should make sure your two models are on the same distance away from your camera. Like their faces has to be equal from the camera so you can get more details from the face. Second of all, make sure to use a reflector to bounce out shadows. And third, make sure the light you're using keeps the tone of the two models balanced. So now let's get right into it. So guys, first of all, we're going to take out this hair on the edges, and we're just quickly going to use our clone stamp. We're going to duplicate and use our clone stamp and just clear out these edges. So after doing that, I'll just go to my mixer brush and just go around the edges and just blend the edges so it should now look obvious. So after doing that, I'm just going to check out the image properly. So I can observe that her face and for the dark girl, her face and her neck area is kind of different color. So I'm just going to balance that out. I'm going to also duplicate the layer. I know there are different ways to do this, but basically this is how I do mine. I'm just going to select the neck areas, and it doesn't have to be all precise, but let's say something like this. So after selection, just click Ctrl B. It's going to bring your color balance panel. So I'll just bring my yellows down a little bit and take my red, and this is for midtones. I'm just going to click OK and then click Ctrl M. It's going to bring my curves. So I'm just going to bring up the curves just up a little bit, just like that, and I'm going to click OK. So I'm going to deselect and then just clean those edges I did not select properly on that image, just like that. Just the edges and the place you did not select properly. So we can see the before and the after. You can see the difference. So after this, I'll just go merge up my layers again, and I'm just going to create my frequency separation so I can blend the image and retouch the image properly. So first of all, I'm going to duplicate my layers twice. I'm going to rename this first one as blend, and then this second one as texture. So I'm going to turn off this visibility and go back to the blend, and I'm going to blow this with a Gaussian blow of 5. I'm using 5 because if you zoom in, you can see everywhere is smoothing out, so you can't really pick out the blemishes. So I'm just going to click OK, and then I'm going to turn on this visibility of the texture, and then I'll go to image, apply image. So I'm just going to select the blend layer and leave every other thing RGB. Channel will be RGB, the blending will be subtract, opacity 100, scale 2, offset of 128, and I'm just going to click OK. And from here, I'm going to duplicate my layer one more time and do the same for the blend layer. I'll duplicate, and then I'm going to click on alternate. So it's going to bring out this arrow. I'm just going to put it in between the both layers, and it's going to create a clip marks. I'll do the same for this, and it's going to look like this. So I'm going to change this blending mode of the texture, the one bottom, to linear lights, and you can see our image is back to the way it was before. So for me to start working on this image, I'll have to start with my texture layer. And using my texture layer, I'll use clone stamp. You can check out the hardness of like 33, or let's say 50% is okay. So I'm just going to zoom in, and I'm going to take my time to take out the blemish from this image. I did a video of how to create your retouch, and you can check the link on the description. You see my action pack where you can easily install on your Photoshop and run it. You don't need to create all these layers, just what I did. So back to our image, I'm just going to zoom in, and I'm going to take out the blemishes, the one so I'm just going to use this texture copy. I'm using my clone stamp. Make sure your opacity and flow is 100%. We're just going to click on the good areas and just patch them with the bad areas. You can zoom in to see what you're doing. So I'm just going to take out a little bit of eye bag, and the same for the other eye. So I'm just going to continue removing the blemishes from the face.
What?
So I was just going to go right into the next model. I'm just going to take out the blemishes as well. So like this, as you can see, we have taken out the blemishes. So we're just going to jump right into the blend layer, and we're going to choose our mixer brush tool. So I'm going to start with the dark model. I'm just going to blend through. I'm going to start with the forehead. I'm just going to blend. And while doing this, my hand is on the bracket open and the bracket closed, so I can adjust my brush. So I'm doing it the retouching with both hands. So I'm just going to quickly blend through the face. And let's go back to the preset here. You can see the custom of the mixer brush is a weight of 30, load 30, mix of 30, and flow of 30. Yeah, I explained this on the other video. So basically, this is just the way I do my retouching. So as you can see, I'm already blending the forehead and going down to underlay the eyes. We're just going to blend through.
Well,
make sure you're careful of the highlighted areas and the dark areas of the face. You don't want to drag from the dark areas to the bright areas. You just want to blend them in between and around that area. So I'm just going to follow the shape of the face. It's like this. So the idea of this retouching was just to blend the colors and the face, so they'll look uniform. You might as well turn on the black and white, which will also help you when you're retouching, but I can do that with or without turning on the black and white. To turn on the black and white, you just go to your panel here, adjustment layer, and just click on black and white and take your red down. As you can see the one I've already edited is looking, you can see the highlights and the shadows well blended, look uniform. I'll take out these to see the before and after. You can see. So if this worked for you, you can just go back to your blend and use a mixer brush and continue blending. But I feel you can actually do your editing without this black and white layer, you know. So whichever works for you, you can do that. Or I can work with both. So whichever works for you, you can do that. So we're just going to continue our retouching on this image. For those of you watching this video for the first time, doing this technique might take a little more practice than the way you're watching it right now. So you just have to be patient and, you know, keep doing it until you're getting it right. Well, this is the process. It's not as difficult as you think, but a little bit more practice is going to get you what you want. So we're just going to go down to the neck areas. We're going down to the neck areas, and we're just going to blend this following the pattern, you know. And got some questions where people ask, is there a specific way to swipe the brush? I wouldn't say there's a specific way. I would say there's you have to observe the area you're blending through. So it's neither horizontal or vertical. You just have to understand you just have to understand the shape of the face and the body, and that's how you're going to blend through, just like that. Just go down. So we're quite done with the dark skin model. So we're just going to go to the first skin and we'll start with the forehead. Just blend through. I've already removed the blemishes, so we're just going to blend through. So when you're blending, make sure you don't blend into areas like inside the eyes or outside the skin. You just want to keep your brush within the face and the skin areas. So let's go to speed up these areas, speed up the retouching. Not so much, just a little bit. So we're going to go down to the neck areas and we're going to finish up this retouching and just a minute. So from here, well, we can proceed with so we're done with this retouching. So we're just going to merge up the layer. We're just going to merge up this layer, and then we're going to whiten the eyes. So we're just going to click on eyes on the action panel, and we're going to use our normal brush and reduce the hardness, and we can keep the opacity, let's say 50, flow of 50, and we're just going to clean the eyes. So you can get the retouching pack with the link on the description. So all you just need to do is just click the action where you see eyes and use a brush to just clean through. And we're just going to do this for both eyes, and we're done. Right, so it was on a little bit long. So from here, you can see a little bit of a teeth and the fair girl is showing. So I'm just going to click teeth whitening, and I'm just going to clean the teeth a little bit, just like that. And then we can then proceed to our dodge and burn. So we're just going to click this here, and it's going to create a black and white layer as well, so we can easily see the dark areas and bright areas. So we're going to reduce our opacity on this, so you're going to use like 30 and 30, and we're going to, for the bond, we're just going to enhance the bond area just a little bit. Side of our cheek, and these areas around her body, not everywhere, but like just some areas that's unnecessary. So we're going to go to dodge, and we're going to highlight those areas. I do more of dodge than burn because I feel picture is already contrasty and you don't want to make it too dark. So I'm just going to tap on the areas I want the highlight to pop, just like that. And also the skin areas, and you can turn off the black and whites. You can see the before and after. I'm just going to turn this on and turn this off, just like that. So I'm going to measure up again, and I'll delete this layer. Then I'm going to apply my color grades. So if you have not gotten the pack, the link is also in the description. You can purchase yours and apply them just where I do mine. So I'm going to use the dark skin magenta for the dark skin girl, and it's going to look like this. So I'm going to reduce the opacity to like the way I want it. Let's say 60, and you can see it's affecting the first skin model. So I'm going to use my brush too. I'm going to select black like this, and I'm just going to clean out the areas of the face. As you can see, it's creating some other it's creating some effect here. So I'm just going to clean out this fair girl out of this color grade I applied on the dark skin, just like this. Just clean it very carefully until we start seeing like the way the picture was. So I'm just going to clean out properly, and we can see the difference. So I'm just going to clean the edges just a little bit more. So after doing this, I'm going to click my color lookup and apply that for the fair skin. So I'm going to use fair exclusive, and you can see it's also affecting the dark skin, which is kind of nice. But if you want to clean out the dark skin, so it's going to like affect just the fair skin, you know, you can as well click on this layer and just use your brush and clean out the dark skin away, and it's just going to affect just the fair skin. But I think I like the effect it's giving the dark skin as well. As you can see, this is how it looks like. And when I apply the LUT, it's just add a little bit of color into the dark skin. So just like this, I think our image is quite ready, and I just love the color look like this. You can see the before and you can see the after. You can see how detailed the skin pops out. So just like this, I think I'm satisfied with the picture. So guys, thanks for watching. If you need this pack, just check the link on the description. You can purchase and install yours, and combine this effect on your image, and it's going to give you great results. Yes, it's going to give you great result. So thanks for watching. Leave a like and a comment if you have a question, and I'll see you on the next video.